Tell me about your reaction, first of all, to BC not running these ads that were slated to run in the United States, that were to be critical of tariffs and focused on softwood lumber.
Yeah, it's the right call at this time. I think to move forward with those ads would have just inflamed things further, and that's the last thing we need right now as we try to get back to some good faith negotiating between Canada and the U.S.
He also said, Premier Eby, that he is much more confident today that the federal government sees the severity of what the sector is facing. That, though, is after weeks of expressing frustration about what he saw as lack of urgency. Where do you stand? Do you share the new optimism, or do you share that frustration he previously expressed?
Well, I think we were frustrated as well, similar to the premier. I think we heading into the prime minister's last meeting in the White House, it was pretty clear that lumber was in the same sentence as steel, aluminum, energy, and autos. And coming out of that meeting, we weren't any longer, and that put us in a tough position. We're trying to maintain a Team Canada approach here, but when you don't know where you stand, we have an obligation to stand up for our employees and our businesses and our forestry communities. And we had to say, what's going on? What about lumber? I think the premier is on the record. Our union partners were on the record at a concern, and I think since then we've seen a little bit of a reset with the federal government, which is really, really important.
How would you describe what tells you that there's a reset? If you were to break down what was announced today, there's a task force that will work together to come up with supports and solutions for forestry. Premier Eby commented that he's been assured that the loan guarantees, $700 million worth for forest companies, are now being rolled out by the Business Development Bank of Canada. So essentially an update on something previously announced and a new task force. So where do you get that? I guess that confidence, is that substantive enough for you?
Well, let's see what the task force does. We don't have a lot of time here. We're probably across the country closing in on 2,000 lost jobs. With every passing day, more jobs are at risk. So this needs to be a task force that moves with purpose and with some speed. And I know, the government can count on industry. And I just met with colleagues from Unifor, the union, earlier today. There's a lot of momentum. I don't think we as an industry working with labor partners have ever been more united from coast to coast. So I welcome the task force, but let's move with some urgency here. We don't have time to deliberate for weeks and months on end. We have a good idea about some of the measures that can be taken to protect the sector, to protect workers, and we got to get on with it.